So I'm trying to figure out something here. Wait a minute. List this for me. Delete disk. Delete disk. List. Disk is gone. Okay. I want Tim to go up and move 4 blocks to the right. Go up, right, forward, 4 left. Okay. Label, set, bottom, file. Just label set to file. List. Clear. List disk. Copy APIs disk / APIs. List disk. Okay. Here, list disk. Okay, so now it's working. Just a little bit of a cut we had to do there. Maybe a bit of background noise from someone. So we're gonna just now, we're gonna copy startup to disk / start. And why we're not calling it startup on the disk is because whenever a turtle boots up beside a disk drive that has a startup file in it, then it runs the startup file in the disk, not in the turtle. And I always want them to run on the turtle, so I'm not going to call any files startup in my disk drives. So now let's copy disk / APIs to APIs. Let's copy disk / start to start up. And now take this out so that we don't have any interference or connections or anything through there. And now we reboot, and startup starts off by attempting to index a nil value because we don't have any of our configs that we had by default on it. Let's copy our configurations over as well. So the same configurations. Copy configs to disk / configs. Now if we copy disk / configs to configs, and now we reboot, it still comes index with no value. Lua config dot get. Wait, so that's the screen, right? So screen API didn't load. Because it's trying to set the color. I need to modify the screen API. Edit, exit, edit screen, edit APIs / screen. And we are going to have to set the color No, there's nothing in here. There's still set text color and stuff, right? Lua term dot set background color and text color. You just can't use anything other than black and white. So exit, edit, startup. We know that we have to use. Oh, screen dot enabled taskbar didn't load. Okay. Colors dot white has to be white. Or no, because yeah, you can use any shades. You just can't use the colors. So I can still use gray. Gray. Down here, though, I cannot use yellow. I have to use white. Edit APIs slash enable taskbar should be list config slash dot APIs list config slash dot APIs 1. Thought I copied my configs file over. List configs slash dot APIs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Did I not copy? Wait. List disk. So delete configs list and then copy disk slash configs to configs. Yeah, so now we have configs disk ROM and startup. Reboot. There we go. Everything's good. Yay. Well, that took a lot of work. So I'm going to show you one API that I added, which would be the 8th API here. So if we go to Lua and we do config dot get 8, be the 8th API, dot APIs slash console. That's right. There's one thing in it. Console dot send. It's the only thing that's there right now. What you do is you type in a message like, this is a message, and then you type in the modem side, because it uses one of those things, and then boom, broadcast that message through the modem with the tag of console to arrive at the console. So now we can use that for all of our different programs. Yeah, exit. And yeah, so that's everything new. Oh yeah, I updated the chop API because it still used it. It didn't use the T API or the inspect with the T API. So update that, and I also updated the T API to show metadata. And now I have it send to the console what type of tree it's mining every time it mines a tree. That's all it does there. So that isn't very much spam. The mining program is more spam. And the mining program I think is a reasonable amount. I got more wood, emptied my inventory into a chest. I updated the console program. So now there isn't a blank line down here, and if I reboot, there isn't a CraftOS thing up there. Yeah, so I'm just gonna edit the startup real quick, and I'm gonna see here. Taskbar. All we do is we load the taskbar. I think that we could probably also check if we could do x, y equals get screen, get cursor, since we don't have in screen API yet, get cursor, get cursor position, and then x2, y2 equals term dot get size. So now okay, good, we don't use this anymore. So now if y equals y2, then and. So let's do a quick check. We'll scroll 1, term dot scroll 1, and then it will term dot set cursor position. No, if cursor position is greater than cursor size, then we're just gonna set cursor position to 1, y2. And that'll be good, because there have been some instances where the cursor has gone off the screen. That's not something we want. So now every time it updates the taskbar, it will also double check that the cursor is not off the screen. For example, if I type Lua now, and then I go t.inspect. Oh, now it's not going off screen. Normally it would go off the screen. Now it isn't. Normally, if it prints multiple lines, like with initializing Lua or t.inspect, and you're on the last line of code, then the cursor will go off the screen. Now, it's bumping it back up the screen. So, yeah. tends to only go off by one line, and it can't go any further than that. So I think that's because of my scroll with this current how the screen API works with the taskbar, it's scrolling it down. So then I just need to scroll it up and do that. I think somebody do that. But that fixes that problem. You may have noticed it before. You can also fix it in game by just clicking enter, and a little thing will appear. Oh wow, everything flashes. So we're gonna reboot real quick. Goodbye. Clear all that. Sun is rising or setting? Rising. So we are going to work on our tree farm. So let's get some wood. We have all of our wood in our inventory right now. We're gonna make a chest for saplings and a chest for logs. Alright. And then we're going to grow oak. I think we're going to stick with oak. So let's go up here. You can use F3 to scan things like a turtle. Over here. So this is the sapling is what the turtle sees. The rest of it is not what the turtle sees. Well, it can see that too, but mainly what we wanted to see is if it is a log, then you initiate the chop program and chop down the tree. You can use our chop program for that. If it is a sapling, you leave it alone, and if it's air, but it should be and then we need to add something after the chop program runs, back up, place a sapling, and then just continue along your normal program. So we'll turn the chop program into a function to run it. We'll just run that function. But when saplings drop, it's our big thing. How do we get the saplings back? And we can actually, every time the turtle moves, we can have him suck up everything in front of him. But how do we get the ones that go on the occasional block that the turtle won't be at? That's something I'm still not sure about. I may have a second turtle who goes around, sucks up saplings, and drops them off. But for now, we'll have a drop-off chest for wood, and then a chest for saplings. And that is a creeper. A scary creeper. Okay. So we're going to stick with oak wood. So if it's not oak wood, it will just mine it and not do anything with it. I'm going to set up some functions to inspect items in slots, because you can do that. And so it'll be able to figure out what to put here, what to put here, and what to put, just dump it out in the pit or something. Trash to clear up the inventory. And then we'll probably actually want to put a fuel chest right on top of that sapling there. So let me go craft another chest here. And we'll have auto smelting, a different turtle doing auto smelting, who will be taking wood from the wood chest and be turning some of it into planks. Or no, he'll be using charcoal. So he'll just smelt it up in the furnace, and he'll make sure to keep the fuel full, his fuel at a good level, and this fuel chest full. And they'll just run and they'll fill this thing up with fuel, and then other turtles can come, suck some fuel out, and refuel as they need to. So once we have a GPS, we can easily coordinate that, because they can just figure out what path can I use to get here. And if there's blocks in the way, then they just move around. You could set up a virtual map for them, so they're like, the block here, we can maneuver around that block by doing this. Like, we could set up taboo zones, like don't go in this area, because you could mess up procedures, and they have to go around, use a little more fuel. Calculate if they have enough fuel to do it. If they don't, then they send a distress signal, and I have to go pick them up. But, so that's the plan. I think we're running a little low on time here, so I'm going to have to go now. If I'm wrong, then I will just go back on. And then myself, I need fuel. My player needs fuel, also known as food. So we'll have to set up a farm, probably a wheat farm. For now, we can just eat pork, though. Reasonably good source. That's what we'll do for now, but yeah. See you guys later.